So tell us a little bit about kind of what your goal is here, what you do.
You know, I offer a lot of comfort, actually. There's a lot of people who are lonely or just want to hang out or whatever, and that's fine with me.
Right.
Because, you know, I lost my children through terrible circumstances, and a lot of people need a mother figure.
Right.
And I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good, and everybody's my friend when they walk through the door.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
So I'm Chris with Cherokee Auto Sales, and this is installment number 29 in our podcast where we're going out and we're meeting individuals like Tia, and we're learning about local businesses, and we're learning about what the business function is and trying to make recommendations to help the business stronger organically. If the person can spend less money advertising or no money advertising.
Zero.
Yeah, zero. When I walked in, I said, "There's no cost for this." She said, "There's no cost for this." She said, "That's the right price."
That's right.
So we're just trying to learn about the city of Knoxville and some of the businesses, and it's just kind of fun. Just two people talking to people and just trying to learn about people. But Little Sisters is the business. If you want to pull them up on their Google business profile, it says Little Sisters Gifts. So you've been here for 38, you said?
38 years in Knoxville.
Yeah, 38 years in Knoxville. So her business has transitioned and changed over time. Above the door, it says Little Sisters Wonderland. And we're right here across the street from Walgreens, across Clinton Highway from Walgreens. Walgreens is on the corner of Merchants and Clinton Highway. So we are actually right across the street from Walgreens, right next door to Cash Express. And the address here is 5311 Clinton Highway if you want to come see her business here, which I would highly recommend. So her hours are Monday through Saturday from 11 to 5, and then she's open on Sunday from 12 to 4. And then if you want to go to her website, just go to her Google business profile, Google Little Sisters Knoxville. It'll pull her Google business profile up, click website, and it'll take you to her actual website, which is on Facebook. And so tell us a little bit about kind of what your goal is here, what you do.
You know, I offer a lot of comfort, actually. There's a lot of people who are lonely or just want to hang out or whatever, and that's fine with me.
Right.
Because, you know, I lost my children through terrible circumstances, and a lot of people need a mother figure.
Right.
And I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good, and everybody's my friend when they walk through the door.
Right. That's
and
good.
I love that.
Yeah, I felt that when I walked in. Felt very warm and inviting, and
Thank you.
yeah, immediately. So you've been here in this location for 15 years?
I think so,
Yeah.
15. We started at 109 South Central in
Okay.
the old city.
Okay.
And the second room of Java was our first store.
Oh.
And we lived behind it, and we only paid $400 a month to Benny Curl.
Right.
And then
That's cheap.
I know. And then after a few years, the Java wanted to look at you. That's beautiful.
I'll put my hat on.
Do it. And anyway, and then we moved down the street, and our rent was $1,000 a month, and that's okay too. So, you know,
That's a lot of money.
At that time, it really was. But Christopher Kendrick was our landlord, and I really enjoyed getting to know him.
Yeah, yeah. So you've seen a lot happen here on Clinton Highway.
I have.
Yeah. This is a very, very active, especially car area right here. A lot of car dealers on Clinton Highway. So
There are, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I could ever afford. We actually bought our property on Broadway
How wonderful.
from the original owner, which he was a Cherokee Indian. That's where the name came from, and now the property's worth probably 2 or 3 times what we paid. It's just a little bitty piece of property. It's not much bigger than your whole office here. It's actually really small, but it's our home.
It's your home.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, so we know exactly where we are in the world. We're happy with where we are, and we know where we're going, and we have everything's organic, no debt, just everything's good.
Wonderful.
The world's good. Yeah. So we're doing the best we can to help people with what we have. So
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's good to understand we need to help people, but we don't need to sink ourselves doing so.
right, exactly. Yeah, you got to be able to keep going.
Yeah, stay
Exactly.
afloat, or you
Yep.
can't help anybody.
That's it. Exactly. Yep. That's it.
Okay, now I'll tell you, we've been carrying wildberry incense since the 80s. And also Nag Champa is the #1 selling incense in the world.
Right.
And we carry cones and sticks and resins and whatever anybody wants. And I make a lot of the jewelry. The earrings and the necklaces are only $8.
Yeah.
And let's see, the crystals, we sell them cheaper than anybody, and they are fine quality crystals.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you know, it's nice to have spiritual awareness. And the main thing is to be nice to each other. That elevates your own spirit, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, I got here around 4 p.m. Or 3 p.m. She closes at 5, and right now it's it's probably 4:30 or so, something like that.
Yeah.
And she's had a massive amount of foot traffic come through here so far. A gentleman came in with his dog, and
we welcome pets.
yeah, the dog, he came in and she's ordered him some stuff, and she's got some stuff coming in for him. And then a young lady came in from
Nashville.
Franklin, Tennessee, below Nashville there, because she lives in Dave Ramsey's neighborhood area there. We had that conversation, we did. And we shot a video of her talking about kind of what she came here for and what she was able to get and how happy she is and who told her about the store here. And she talked about her experience. I think her name was Katie. And then another lady came in a second ago, and she was wanting to get rid of the bad vibes, the bad negativity, the bad juju in her home. And so she came in to get
Sage.
yeah, a pretty large stick of sage.
Bundle of sage.
Yeah.
It's called a smudge bundle.
Yeah, a
And we
smudge,
also sell Palo Santo wood,
Yeah.
which is related to frankincense and myrrh.
Okay.
And the Aztecs used it, the Incas used it.
Yeah.
It's been used for thousands of years, and it's
Yeah.
pretty potent. It's
Yeah.
very powerful.
Yeah. So just a lot of customers have been coming. This place is like almost like a Walmart. People coming in and out. This is a little staple here. I didn't even know. I've driven by this place a lot, and I didn't even know they were here. So it's nice to know they're here, and we will be coming back. What are some other products that you help people with?
Tapestries. You know, it makes your environment so warming and comfortable to have your tapestry that you picked out. And we usually have a very large selection of
Right.
those. And we sell them for $20, $24.95 is
Right.
the usual price for
Yeah.
them.
Do you have a favorite tapestry that you have in your home that you like right
I
now?
don't have anything from the store in my home.
Okay. So what tapestry do you have in your home?
I don't have any.
Okay, gotcha.
We're very simplistic people.
Gotcha.
Because I already own all of this.
Oh, okay.
And this can only hold so much, this will catch
Yeah,
everything.
right, yeah.
So I let go.
So tell me how you mentioned that you and your husband have been together for, was it 25 years?
25 years.
Yeah. So tell me about how you met him. Where'd you meet him? What's his name?
His name is John Long,
Yeah.
Johnny Long, and I met him. He was selling crystals, and I bought his crystals, and didn't think anything about him because I was married, he was married, and then he got a divorce, and
Yeah.
I got a divorce, and
Yeah.
we got married the morning of mine.
Oh, you got married the same day you got divorced?
We went from the courthouse
Yeah.
to City Hall
Right,
and got married that morning.
Yeah.
Mary Lou Horner married us.
right.
So
She was a judge, or?
she was a city commissioner.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, and she married us.
Right. And where did you grow up around here?
I grew up on Natty Branch between Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and also Detroit in Alaska. My mom,
Yeah.
she liked to travel,
Uh-huh.
and she had like 3 little destinations where she would like to go, and so I had city, frontier land, and country land growing up.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you lived in Alaska.
I did.
How long did you live there?
On and off for about 8 years.
Yeah. Did you like Alaska?
I was a kid. I liked wherever
Okay.
you set
I
me
gotcha.
down. You know how kids are.
Yeah. Do you remember seeing any like polar bears or any grizzly bears or anything?
Moose would come down from
Yeah.
the mountains when they were hungry. They
Yeah.
sure would.
Yeah.
That you see them on the tundra and by your garbage cans.
Right.
And yeah, it was in the tundra. I was running one time and I slid and slid and slid, and I looked back and there was 2 frog legs.
Oh.
I had stepped on a frog and ended its life, and I slid on to. Okay, that's not a funny story. Sorry.
Oh. So you were sliding down the tundra on the ice?
No, I slid on a frog.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, I was barefoot, and because it's moss.
They're very slippery. Yeah.
Yeah, they are, and I was pretty horrified.
I've never been to Alaska.
Well, You better bring a lot of mosquito repellent
Oh.
because that's
Yeah.
one of the things. And it's so odd not to have nighttime
Oh, it's always daytime.
and
Yeah.
then to go to school in the dark
Yeah.
and come home in the dark.
Oh, it's always dark.
Yeah, wintertime dark,
Yeah,
summertime
yeah,
light.
yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's bizarre. We've talked about going to. We've talked about doing an Alaskan cruise.
That'd be great. You'd love it.
Yeah, we had it scheduled last year, and we ended up going to Germany for 3 weeks
Much
to
better.
visit family. Yeah. So,
Much better.
Yeah.
The bread is better.
See, so the bread's better.
On Germany, yeah.
They have like 400 different kinds of flour.
I know.
Well, you go here to the local grocery stores, whether it's Food City, Walmart, Kroger, and they don't have a huge variety of flour,
They
but
do
yeah,
not.
yeah, they do over there. They have like a flour aisle,
Yep.
and there's better flours here than there are others. There's a flour that we get. I mean, I don't get it, but my fiance gets it, and they have it at Kroger. It's like King Charles, I think. And she'll send me to that specific store to
For
get
that
that
flour.
flour when she's doing her German baked goods.
Isn't that
And,
wonderful?
yeah.
You've got that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, in our home. So good. Have you been to the Schultz Brow place on Central?
We have a 5-mile radius because we're
Okay.
old.
Okay, gotcha. You don't go very far.
We do not unless
Yeah.
it's a doctor, then we have to.
Yeah. Okay. You stay close to the home.
We
You also
are.
mentioned that you lived in Detroit at one point.
Oh, I sure
Yeah.
did.
How long did you live in Detroit?
Well, on and off, my whole kid life.
Yeah.
But most of the time we were on Natty Branch and we didn't have running water.
Yeah.
Oh, miserable.
So you had an outdoor toilet and no
Oh, yeah,
running
yeah.
water.
Oh,
and,
my gosh. It was so far from the house.
Yeah.
Mama, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Gathered eggs and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
I was learning how to juggle, and all of a sudden our egg production went down because I dropped a bunch of them. I
That's
wouldn't tell
funny.
my mother.
So you were juggling eggs.
Yeah,
That's
I was.
funny.
I
Yeah.
was. And I dropped a lot of them.
So 2 things before we talk about Spain, but you mentioned that you had a fire breather before.
I was a fire eater.
We've got a picture of her. How old were you in the picture, would you say?
25.
So she's in her mid-20s breathing fire. So talk about that.
Okay, I was a fire eater. I was a magician's assistant.
Right.
I got to work with a lot of, because I was small.
Right.
I could get little tiny spaces.
Right.
And one time an illusion had just been painted and the band was playing and it was for a telethon. And, they had another number and I was so overcome by the paint fumes, I could hardly be drug out of the illusion. It was kind of funny.
That's funny.
I know.
So paint fumes
Yeah, it had just been painted. And I was
Oh.
stuck down in there where,
down in the bottom, like
Yeah,
the fake
well,
bottom or whatever.
yeah, I was.
So have you breathed fire lately or?
I can't even blow out a birthday candle
Okay,
anymore.
Gotcha. Your lung function is,
No, it's decreased.
yeah.
It happens.
That's funny.
I'm
Yeah,
close.
that's a cool picture though that you let me take a picture of.
My ex-husband saved that picture for 50 years.
Yeah.
Somebody just brought it to me this week. Isn't
That's
that
cool.
funny?
Yeah, that's neat. It's neat to think about the journey that you've been through in your life. Yeah. So talk about, now you mentioned you had lived in Spain for a while.
I did live in Spain for 18 months. I sure did, and I loved it.
Yeah, so a year and a half you lived in Europe.
I did.
Yeah. What did you do there?
I was married to an artist,
Okay.
and he was a very fine artist.
Yeah.
And when we moved to Nashville, he did Chet Atkins' daughter's wedding portrait
Nice.
for Jerry Reese and,
Yeah.
all the big stars.
Yeah.
So he was.
So what did you, tell me some memories of Spain. Good memories.
Uh,
I've never been to Spain.
Okay, over the bridge, I lived in Seville, over the bridge was the gypsy part.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry they called themselves gypsies, that's, that was the gypsy part. Triana, that's what it was called. And the fresh market there, the chickens would have like cellophane ribbons around their necks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just colorful and
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm good in Spanish is with food.
Oh.
Todos comidas, all the foods.
Oh. Todas comidas. Yeah,
comidas.
all the foods.
Yeah.
Was there like a type of food that you just think about today?
Paella,
yeah.
gazpacho,
Yeah, yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, paella is good.
I love
Yeah.
it. It's my
I've
favorite.
had that here in town somewhere. I don't remember where, but had it somewhere, and I was like, I cannot believe they have this food here. This is awesome.
Well,
I think there's a restaurant here actually. There's a
That way,
restaurant.
down that way, it's
Yeah.
a Mexican, and it's got a weird name.
There's a Venezuelan restaurant right down here, going on the way to Bao down here, or something. We ate at
yeah,
one day.
we
That
did.
we had
get it.
paella there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know it's expensive. Little place
Yeah,
is
yeah, maybe.
expensive.
Yeah. But you also don't have to get this much food. You can also order a little bit or get a lunch portion too. Sometimes
Medio.
sometimes it's less. Have you been to Bao, the mechanic down here?
No need.
Okay, cool. No
need
car.
so far.
No car.
Well, we
Or
have
no
a-
broken car.
We don't have a broken
Okay.
car. My husband stays on top of stuff like
Good,
that.
good.
You know.
Well, your husband may be mechanically minded, but that guy down here, he's Vietnamese, and that's the cheapest mechanic in town,
Well,
and the
that's
best mechanic
okay. I will certainly pass that
on
on.
Clinton Highway. Now, when you get off of Clinton Highway, there's
Yeah. Well, I have a personal friend who claims he's the best as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I take two good recommendations.
You know what his name is?
No.
Bao.
Okay.
It says it on the sign. That's what you actually call him, Bao. B-A-O, Bao. His wife's name is Diet,
Yet.
and she does real estate. They own some property here on Clinton Highway. They're a really sweet couple. They have sweet kids, and just his mom and his dad live on the property there, and just
Isn't that
really
wonderful?
sweet family. Love the family. Yeah.
I love families.
Yeah. He used to be our main mechanic when we first started doing cars, 12 years ago. He was the person that we would try to go to, but he's real mouthy. He's like, nah, that's junk. He'd scream at you. Ever seen Seinfeld, the soup Nazi?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
No soup for you!
That's so good.
That's kind of like Bao. You come in there and try to get him to fix your car, and if he doesn't like that type of car, he's like, get out! Literally kick you out.
How about that?
Yeah. So funny.
That's pretty
Love
cool.
him. So did you get to do a lot of traveling when you lived in Spain to
Oh,
other
we went
countries?
everywhere.
Yeah.
We went every country you could name.
Did you go to Germany?
Of course, we bought a Volkswagen there.
Yeah, nice.
We bought a Volkswagen.
So do you know?
van.
So Volkswagen is based out of Germany.
I know.
Do you know what Volkswagen stands for?
Volkswagen.
Yeah, it's a wagon for the
people's,
folk.
It's the people's
Yep.
wagon.
It's a wagon for the folk.
Yes.
Yep.
I like languages.
Yeah, and Volkswagen is the second largest car company in the world as far as volume, number of cars sold.
Okay.
Volkswagen is number 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
I don't even know who number 1 is. I just remember Volkswagen is number 2.
when did you get that statistic?
I don't know, Facebook. I think I read it on Facebook yesterday or something. It was
Okay.
talking about global car sales in 2023. Volkswagen was number 2. I want to say Toyota was number 1.
That's what I would think.
Yeah,
Number one.
Yeah, it wasn't Ford or Chevy, or it wasn't the American automobile manufacturers. It wasn't Hyundai. I want to say it was Toyota, but I just remember Volkswagen was number 2, and that Volkswagen stands for it's a wagon for the folks.
Right.
So do you remember what cities you visited in Germany?
Well, I do know that I ate horse meat by mistake.
Ah,
Oh my gosh.
was it good?
No, it tasted like horse sweat.
Did it?
Yeah, I didn't like it
It's
at
so
all.
gross.
It's so gross. Oh my gosh. And in Paris.
It's a delicatessen in some.
Anyway, and also ate tripe
Okay.
by mistake
Yeah.
in Paris.
You know what tripe is?
Yeah, the cow stomach.
Is it the stomach? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's ugh.
They eat everything on the cow, and actually all
know.
animals they eat everything.
I know, and I don't want to eat
Yeah.
caracoles,
Yeah.
which is snails.
Oh yeah, no.
No.
That's a delicatessen big time. So
Ugh.
they have a French market here in town too, where you can order some of that stuff.
I want some fresh oysters. That's what I want.
You like oysters?
Love them.
Stephanie loves them. I've never had them. It's just
Raw oysters
Yeah.
on crackers with hot sauce and lemon and salt
Yeah,
and pepper. Oh, pepper.
yeah.
All that good stuff. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Delicious.
it's just disgusting.
Delicious.
I'm sure it tastes good, but it's slippery. Like a mushroom is slippery.
Well, I
It's a
understand.
texture thing.
I understand texture preferences. I sure do.
This is texture preference for me.
Yeah.
Do you have a food that you don't like?
Rutabaga.
Okay,
Well, as a child, I didn't like it. I haven't had it as an adult.
right.
So I don't know. I might love it.
Yeah, you might. I didn't like Brussels sprouts. And then I had Brussels sprouts one day in some, fine cuisine, and they cut them in half, and they put the, little sugar, and they,
Sugar's so important.
Broiled
People are afraid
them
of
and-
sugar in cooking.
Yeah.
Hey, Avery, come join us.
Avery, you want to come say hi?
Yeah, we're doing a podcast.
We're doing a podcast right now.
We're doing it. Yeah.
You want to say hi?
Well, it makes
Have a plan and work your plan, a budget,
well, money makes the world go round,
It
honey.
does.
It
It
does.
does.
That's how it is. It's a
and,
tool.
and where do you get money?
You make it.
You work.
Yeah.
That's it. You
make
work
it.
to make it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, if everything, turned around, I would go get a job.
Yeah.
And I'd be grateful for that job.
Absolutely.
And work it as well as I know how.
You're so tell us about how you met your husband, and about kind of
Well,
where you guys met, or how you guys ended up together. Tell me what you guys do for fun.
we enjoy each other.
Yeah.
We just like each other's company. We go to the grocery store and we're happy.
Where do you buy your groceries?
Food City.
Okay.
I would like to try some other places, but he's comfortable there.
Yeah.
And, my motto is, if a guy is happy, let him be happy.
Right. That's it. Yeah.
You
Sometimes
know?
people aren't happy.
Well, they want to make other people unhappy
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But like he watches TV with no sound.
Yeah.
Okay, I have my own TV. He's happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you'll see something on the news that'll pique your interest. Go, well, what is going
Yeah.
on?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he's happy. So.
I heard somebody say something. I also like silence, but sometimes it's good to not have silence, and sometimes it's good to have silence. I think people.
My television is my emotional support
Yeah.
animal.
Right.
I like to know there's other people out there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I just use my phone and listen to Judge Judy while
Sure.
I cook and stuff.
Yeah. Judge Judy. Yeah. Love her.
Whoever.
Yeah. Whatever.
And
yeah.
I like to see police videos of shoplifters getting caught.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
You ever been caught shoplifting?
Oh, never.
Okay.
Never, wouldn't, never.
Yeah.
No. I've always been very, very straight that way.
Yeah.
Very moral that way.
Right. You don't run stop signs and red lights?
No.
So if you stop at a red light and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, you can see a mile to your left and a mile to your right, will you wait till the light turns green, or will you go ahead and go?
I'll wait.
You will?
Yeah, I'll wait, because I'm old.
Okay.
It's my job to live.
You know what I do?
What? You got it. I know you do. I know you
Especially
do.
on Saturdays and Sundays.
Well, you got a German girlfriend. You have to.
Hey, she's a rule follower.
Yeah, I am
Big
too.
time, yeah.
It makes life so uncomplicated
Yeah.
when you follow the rules.
Right. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
all you got to do.
Yeah. So what other cities do you remember cities that you went to in Germany?
Cologne.
Yep.
Yeah, that's industrial. I don't know. Berlin, Cologne.
We went to Frankfurt.
Oh, of course.
Stephanie she was raised in Frankfurt.
Yeah,
She lived
so
there
beautiful.
as a child.
So
Yep.
beautiful.
Yep. For sure. And then we went to Hamburg. Her brother's a police officer in Hamburg.
Went there, yeah.
So we took the high-speed train up to Hamburg to the train station. And then we went to Paris, France. We took the high-speed train from Frankfurt to Paris. And we got to see the Eiffel Tower, and we went to the two art museums. And
Notre Dame.
the Notre Dame was being built. They just finished it. But yeah, we got to see the Notre Dame, but it was covered in a shroud because it had burned. This was just last year.
Yeah.
And then we went there's two art museums in Paris.
Louvre.
Yeah, the Louvre. Have you been to either one of them?
Sure.
Okay. Have you been to the Orsay Museum?
No.
Okay. So the Museum d'Orsay Museum, Mr. Orsay was the person who created that. And that actually has more, in my opinion, it was more interesting than the Louvre, because a lot of the Louvre is like artifacts, like furniture of kings, and it's just massive.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, but the Orsay Museum had pieces that like Starry Nights by Van Gogh was in
Oh,
there.
yeah. How about that?
Yeah, the Louvre had the Mona Lisa, but
It's so small.
you had to get to it, And
Yeah,
then
it's
again,
not-
it's like this big, but
Nothing.
it's not about the size. It's about I got way more satisfaction out of the Orsay Museum, and I tell people about that because, we went to both museums and we spent better part of a day at both museums. And
Well, honestly, I'm going to be 75 this month. And that was over 50 years ago when
Yeah,
I went. So
right.
what do
Yeah,
I remember really?
yeah, whatever. Well, it's different too, 50 years ago.
It was different, and
Yeah.
we went to London and all those places.
Yeah.
So it was.
Never been to London. Do you remember anything about London?
We stayed on the West End, and there was a lot of gambling.
Yeah?
Places to gamble everywhere,
Wow.
everywhere.
Yeah. Are you a gambler?
No.
Okay. No, we're not either.
No.
I've been to Las Vegas twice in 2 years for business, and I've gambled $0 total.
Yeah.
So
Now, my father-in-law was a world champion contest winner. You know, back in the day when you did jingles and stuff. I mean, he won trips to the Super Bowl. I mean,
wow.
Up until he died,
Yeah.
he was winning prizes.
yeah.
Because his name was Jess Long, and the name Jess means luck.
Oh.
And he was very, very efficient at
Yeah.
winning stuff.
Yeah.
They won a three-wheeled car.
hmm
I mean, all kinds of crazy things.
Wow.
The kids always had new bicycles
Yeah. Yeah.
because he'd win them.
Yeah. Because he was very lucky. You can visit her Facebook page at Little Sisters, or you can go to her Facebook page at Tia Long, and that's Tia Tia Long Long.
There's
And
a
then
there's a picture of a fire eater on it.
yeah, and you'll see a picture of a fire eater. That's how you'll know it's her. And then also, she 7 months ago was part of a music video, and we're going to put a link to the music video at the bottom, and you're going to really enjoy that. She showed me 3 or 4 different parts of it. It's only like a 4-minute music video, but yeah, there's 3 or 4 parts in there that's really interesting.
It's pretty funny, and I'm proud I was in it.
And what was the name of the?
Cougars by After/Party.
Yeah, Cougars is the name of the video. And again, we'll put a link to the video. We'll put a link to her website. We'll put a link to both of her Facebook pages. And Tia, we appreciate you being on our podcast today.
We had a wonderful
Yeah,
time.
thanks for spending time with us.
We had just the best time, and I thank you.
Yeah, me too. I'll have to come back and see you again sometime when we're over here with Stephanie.
I'd love that. I'd
Yeah.
love to meet her.
Do you want to promote your business on our podcast? You can give us a call or shoot us a text at 865-687-7100. You can also apply by filling out our Google form in the description box.